Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, coming to answer your colour and style question. I hate shopping. I can't find my favourite colours and I find that clothes off the rack fit poorly. Any tips? So a couple of things here. So favourite colours. Colours come in and out of fashion. In fact, I've just done some things on the colours for 2022 and these are the fashion trend colours you are likely to see coming through. So just like anything in fashion, colours are in trends. And if your favourite colours are not in trend, you won't find them anywhere. I am really lucky that the colour of 2022, which they're calling Very Perry, which is a kind of blue-violet, cool blue-violet, is the hot trend. And in fact, what's really interesting, that's been my main blog colour for the last probably 5 years. So obviously ahead of the trends here. But at the moment, I'm seeing none of it in stores. But probably what will start happening is somewhere next year, we will start to see that as a colour coming through. But there are always trend colours coming through, and this is based on what's on catwalks and things like that as well. So do be aware that there are trends. So your favourite colours may not be in trend. So when they are in trend, buy them. When they're not in trend, they're just not going to be around. But this is where, like we can have some favourite colours and maybe they're hard to buy at some, times. But also looking in, this is where having a colour analysis is so great because you might find there's some other great colours you've never thought of that could be great that you might be able to find when the other colours that you love are not available. Why do the clothes off the rack fit so poorly? Well, this is because clothes are made to fit on the maximum number of bodies. This is in many ways, so they'll cut the armholes deep so we can get the maximum number of arms into it. We might, find that there's various things in cut. It makes it cheaper if we sew straight lines and cut straight lines over curvy lines. So if you have a curvier body, if your figure, your body proportions are less balanced, so what the standard is, then of course clothes are going to be really hard to fit. And it was funny because I was actually talking to someone the other day who's saying, oh, can you take my husband shopping? We find it impossible to find pants that fit for him. And when I had a bit of a conversation and she was describing his body shape, I just said, you're just going to have to buy up the size and have the waist taken in. That's just how it is. I'm not going to be able to find anything better than you can if you've been going out shopping and finding all sorts of things. The reality is he's got a body shape that is not manufacturing standard, and so therefore everything will need to be altered, and that can be the same for you. And this is because we all have such unique bodies. So the more you have a bust that's outside the standard, or you're taller or more petite than standard, that you have like long arms or short arms, or you have something about your body that is not standard, the more you'll find that clothes don't fit and it's harder to fit. Now, the more stretch thin clothes, the easier it is to fit. If something is designed to be a bit looser, it may fit better, may not flatter you, but it may fit on you. And so this is where alterations, learning to sew, finding a dressmaker are all other options if you find what is in the stores is not working for you, because we are all unique. I remember before I had my breast reduction, I was talking to a fashion designer and I was always just going, it's impossible to get my boobs into anything. It's like really hard, really, really hard to find anything that fits me. And she said, oh, can you just, out of curiosity, send me the measurement from the top of your shoulder to under your bust? And then all the other measurements, she's going to make me a dress. And I sent them to her and she said, you know what's really interesting? She said, no wonder you can't find anything that fits, is that measurement is 11 centimetres, which is about this long, longer than the standard for your size. And so when you're looking at this, is not just a little bit different, this is a lot different, that you go, no wonder I can't find anything. And it's not because there's anything wrong with me, it's just that clothing manufacturing is about mass manufacturing to get the maximum number of people into a garment. It's not about looking at you and your unique body. And so this is where we have to make alterations to make things work better. And I mean, if you talk to people who sew things, they will do a lot of things to tweak patterns and things for themselves to make the garment fit properly for them. So could be something to think about.